Hello everyone. Today we're going to speak about the free choice. The choice that each one of us has to choose what to do, good, bad. We all understand that it's up to us. And in case you had a doubt, the proof for that will be all the courts and the jails and the court system and everything that around us, all the justice system, indicates that every person on earth knows that people get punished for what they do because they have the choice to do otherwise. There's no jails for animals and there's no courts for the animals. I never saw a lion goes to jail or a lion that is being judged why he just killed the zebra and ate him for breakfast. And also it's impossible to ask the lion, please wait 10 minutes before you attack the sheep, because we didn't finish taking pictures. You know, still have time. We need 10 more minutes. Attack him 10 minutes from now. The lion is hungry. The animals walk with instinct. When they're hungry, they attack. When they have to do something, there's no way to convince them to do otherwise. But us, we are intelligent and we're very clever and we have a free choice to do good or bad. When we review the Torah, Torah in Hebrew means instructions. We find that when God gave the Torah to the Jews, the Torah say, I'm giving you the life and the good, the death and the bad, and you should choose the good, which means you can choose the bad also. It's free choice. The only person that is subject to reward and punishment is the person that live. As long as he alive, he can still change things and earn or lose. Once he died, there's no more free choice. As long as we breathe, we can correct, or God forbid, make damages to ourselves and to society. The Torah says, based on your behaving, that's how going to be your reward or punishment, God forbid. Depend what you choose to do. The reward and the punishment is not immediate. It's not instant. Why? If it would be immediate, the world could not survive for 1 week even. Why? Because once the person violates one of the rules of the Torah and punished immediately, after 2 or 3 incidents, nobody would ever dare to move. People would be afraid to walk. People would be afraid to open their mouth, right? If we see a person light a cigarette on a Sabbath, which is forbidden to create fire on the holy day, and he explode to death, and the second person did it, the third one will never dare to do anything. That's why he does not deserve any reward or anything for what he does, no credit, because everybody wants to live, people love themselves, and the only reason he doesn't violate the rules, because he knows I'm going to die immediately. However, when the Torah said this is what's going to happen later on, after we leave this world, God will judge each one of us for 1 year trial. That's why we say Kaddish for 1 year on the deceased people. That's when we're going to be judged 100% what we deserve, what we earned, what we lost. And that's why the reward and the punishment is not immediate. The same thing reward. If a person gave $1 million charity and a minute later just made double, and then he gave 2 million and he made 4, even the Nazis will give donations all day to Jewish institutions. Of course, it's a very good investment. You double your money instantly. The world cannot function like this. The Torah says, I am the faithful God who rewards the righteous people and God forbid punish the wicked people. You have to trust me, learn my Torah, and you know that in the end I pay to everyone exactly what they deserve. There's one thing we have to understand here. How does the free choice work? People ask, if God knows the future, automatically it indicates why we don't have a free choice. But we cannot ignore that the Torah, the divine Torah that was given to the Jews in front of millions of people, it's a very, very important event. 3,320 years ago, Jews received the Torah and Moses spoke to God in front of millions of witnesses. And he brought the Torah and everybody started to read what happened to them. So the Torah says that there is free choice. I'm giving you the good and the bad and you should choose. Then the Torah is full of rewards and punishment. If we are robots and we don't have a free choice, why did God bother to give us a book of instructions with rewards and punishments? Anyway, you move me with your remote control. What do you want from me? If I fail, if I did something good, you did it, not me. If I just murdered, it's your fault because you pressed the buttons. Obviously, that's not the case. Also, History shows that God sent many prophets. The prophet's job was to wake up the hearts of the Jews and the people to make repentance and to improve their evil way. And when the prophets came to the people, why did they bother if there's no free choice? Why are you talking to a robot? You think it's up to him, the poor robot? Not only he fell from the stairs, now you want to punish from him? Obviously the point is that we are moving ourselves. We decide what to do. We consider what we want to do, what we don't want to do, what needs to be done, what's correct, what's not correct, and based on that, we act. And that's why we are subject to reward and punishment. I want to use an analogy how it works. It's true that for God, which is not subject to time, it's not connects to time because it's not physical. Only where you have physical objects, time exists. When there is no physics, there's no time. And therefore, since God is above time, he can be at the past, at the present, and the future at the same time. Before the world was created, it was already finished for him, because it's not subject to time. For us as human beings, it's impossible to understand how does he know the future. But the truth is that at the moment that he created the past, he actually finished the future. But for us, it's going to take hundreds of years until we get there. We are in a process and we choose what to do. But he already skipped to the end and saw what we chose. It's hard to understand, I know. The Rambam writes about this, that the answer to that is wider than all the oceans. If you take all the water in the ocean, we have 72% of the world is water, and you use it as ink, you still wouldn't finish to answer this question. But the conclusion is absolutely clear. If God say you have a free choice to do good or bad, and based on that you're going to be judged, it's 100% legit. How does it work? Today in our generation, they invented a GPS. It shows you directions. You enter your destination and the GPS shows you how to go. Let's say the GPS told you you have to get off exit 7. And you didn't pay attention, you missed the exit. What happened to the GPS? That second that you missed your exit, it recalculates and it gives you a completely different direction. This is exactly how every second of our life, our GPS in heaven is being recalculated based on the last choice that we just had. For instance, a person has a choice to get married today. He's 20 years old. They're offering him 2 girls. One righteous, not so pretty. One very pretty, but not so righteous. He gave up righteousness and he went for the beauty. From this moment on, his entire future, not only his children, grandchildren, everything is being recalculated. Why? If he goes with a modest, righteous girl, even though she's not the prettiest in the world, but he'll become a very holy man, he'll become one day a big rabbi and teach a lot of Torah, and his children will be great, and they love God, and they love the Torah, and they're very religious, and, you know, one thing leads to another. Since he made a different choice and he went for the beauty and the vacations and whatever was involved there, his children are not the best in the world. Maybe they're still religious, but they're not the best in the world. They went and made many sins. One thing leads to another. And you can see that every choice is causing our whole entire future, the direction that we have in life, to be recalculated every second. Let's make the right choices. Because if we don't, later it's going to be very painful for us. If you still have doubt about it, divineinformation.com. Go to my website and check. There's plenty of proofs, lectures that will be enough for you to review for months and perhaps for years. Let's do the right thing. Thank you very much for coming.